Hello, this is the Daily Forex Report for July 8th. We're looking at the U.S. Japanese yen pair first. This pair moved higher, broke out of the sideways range it was in, did move to the upside, closed higher. We are looking for this pair to potentially go as high as 89.10, possibly as low as 87.10. Look for some resistance around 89.00 and look for some support around 88.00. Now, looking at the Euro-USD pair, this pair moved higher today. This pair is moving to the upside with a bias that is up. Look for it to potentially go as high as 127.79, possibly as low as 125.34. Look for some resistance around 127.25 and look for some support around 126.25. Okay, now the pound-US dollar pair continues to move sideways. It did close down. For this past session, we are looking for it to potentially go as high as 153.19, possibly as low as 150.01. Look for some resistance around 152.50 and look for some support around 150.75. Now the US Swiss, this pair broke through some pretty strong support. It should be heading to the downside. Of course, the bias has been to the downside for a good while now and is moving lower. Look for it to potentially hit some resistance if it pulls back at 1.0575 and look for some support around 104.25. Well, we do have some news announcements tomorrow. We have the Canadian dollar releasing their unemployment rate. Their employment rate actually for June at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on that is that it has dropped from 24.7K to 20K. Now, as far as the unemployment rate, it looks like it's held at 8.1% overall. Well, as far as what I'm looking at, let's take a look at the U.S. Japanese yen pair. This particular pair created a swing trade opportunity over the past 3 sessions. It is a very steep trend line. But we do have some potential areas of resistance that was previous support that we need to take a look at and just keep an eye on this trade. If you look to move to the upside, a break here, you can either take a little 25 pip move, 20 pip move roughly, or you could exit then, or you can move to break even and see if it will continue on up to 125, the next area of resistance that we should encounter. So this is a swing trade opportunity, basically looking to buy right here and either looking to exit or go to break even, and then have another potential exit here. Now we have a similar setup in the pound US dollar pair. This particular pair, I've already drew the first area of resistance that we are going to run into historically. This is a little less steep, so we actually have a little bit better opportunity here to grab about 84 pips or so. The nice thing about this setup is that we have an uptrend. We've been moving higher. We've been moving sideways all week roughly for the past week or so, a little bit longer. And we have the potential, if we get a breakout, to continue this trend up here. If you draw a trend line over the past several sessions here on the day time frame, you're going to see that they coincide up within this range fairly close together, somewhere between the 1.5329 to the 153.55 area. So we have a good potential for this trade to not only break the current trend line from the swing trade opportunity, but continue higher and grab a quick 80 pips or so. Well, that about does it for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.